How do you find a cover designer for your novel? Because your cover can make or break your book sales. If your book cover looks homemade in the slightest, it will cost you severely when it comes to your sales. Because if you couldn't even invest in a professional cover, why would your interior be any better? Why would your novel be good? If your cover's not professional, your story's probably not going to be either. So you have to find a professional cover designer. And this is a designer who has studied graphic design for many years. And this is a cover designer who has studied the publishing industry for many years. You need to find someone who is genre specific to you, because just because there is a cover designer that everybody touts as being amazing and everyone wants to work with them and they're booked out all the time does not mean they're a good fit for you if they don't work in the same genre. Somebody who is heavily invested in those romance covers is not going to be great at fantasy covers, and somebody who's really great at fantasy covers is probably not going to be great at your thriller covers. So you have to do a lot of research in this, because when people have the proper credentials, they've been doing this for a really long time and they've done the research on the market, they're going to know what is going to sell your cover. So not only do they have to be good at graphic design, but they have to understand this industry, because fonts sell books. Colors on your cover sells books. Layouts sells books. The models, the graphics, the elements, all of those things specifically will sell your book or not sell your book. You can have somebody who is the best designer ever in photoshopping things and making it look realistic and really, really cool. But if they miss the trends, if they miss the trope expectations, you're not going to sell the book. So if people don't immediately understand by seeing the cover what genre you've written in, your book will not sell as well. So you have to make sure you are working with somebody who is knowledgeable, who is respectful and responsible, who is professional, and who has done this for a long time. A lot of people will raise their hand and say, I can do it, but it will hurt your career if you do not find someone who actually knows what they're doing. And that can be a bit of a process. Now, I am both a multi-time best-selling author and a long-time professional graphic designer, educator, Photoshop educator and speaker, and someone who has worked with many authors and publishers to create book covers to sell books. You do not need to hire me. You can if you want, I'm there. But I help people to find the correct fit for them. I am not always the correct fit, and I will never say, oh, you should work with me. I will help you find the right person. So if you're thinking about working with somebody and you're not sure, by all means, privately message me off screen, not in my comments here, but come and see me and ask me. I will look at their files. I will look at what they've done, and I will let you know if they are somebody that is going to help you to sell those books or somebody that is going to cost you in the long run. I will be very, very clear to make sure you have the best representation for your book cover that you possibly can. So you want to make sure that you're looking for somebody who is really, truly good at what they do. And like I said, I've been doing this many years. It is very easy for me to spot the people who know what they're doing and the hacks and the wannabes. So I will help you out with that if you bring that to me. But you've got to do your research. You've got to see that they've worked for other people. Then you want to go and see who they've worked for. You want to see their portfolio. You want to see what they have created. Does that look good? Does it match genre expectations and trope expectations? And then you want to go and look at those books and see how they're selling. Now, keep in mind, the cover designer isn't responsible for how the book sells. The author is responsible for that. So just because you go and look at somebody's really great looking book and they haven't sold very much, their ranking is not very high, that is on the author. The author may be bad at marketing. The author may not be doing their job to market themselves. So don't blame poor sales on the cover designer in a lot of cases. Sometimes it is, but in a lot of cases, it's the author. So don't let that prevent you from working with somebody you want to work with. You are looking for people who understand the tropes and the genres that you're writing in, and you're going to want to ask about their process and how things work. So you need to make sure you are asking questions about timelines and revisions. You do want to make sure that you're giving your professional designer a lot of leeway. So say, this is what I'm looking for. This is the kind of concepts, but don't micromanage them. They are far better at their job than you are at their job. And as somebody who is both an author and a graphic designer, I can tell you authors know very little about the graphic design process. And if you just give them your ideas and your thoughts and you let them create, what they do will be better than what you wanted, what you needed. Take that into consideration. Okay, so as you're looking for your cover designers, you are going to then start to do a little bit of research. And again, we're going through their background, making sure they have the credentials, all of those things, and that they've done books that actually work. With that in mind, you're going to go to your favorite books. Go to the books with the best covers that look like what you need, that look like what you want, that sell in your space. You need to do a little bit of genre research. So go to Amazon. We've talked about this in other videos. You're going to look up the top 100 books in each category. So go to the categories that you are going to be writing in and look at the top 100 paid and top 100 free. Look for the trends, look for the colors, look for the fonts, look for the styles, look for the type of graphics that are there. Are they models? Are they looking away? Are they in poofy dresses? Are they bare-chested men? Are they going to be something more like a font-based, like very text-heavy with the title and things wrapped around the text? Is it going to be some kind of icon type thing? Look to see the trends. You need to know these things and you need to look for those types of people. And then I want you to go and look at the books that have the covers that appeal most to you and you think will appeal most to your readers based on your specific novel. Go to the back of the book, go to the inside of the book. It depends on where they're going to put it. Sometimes in the acknowledgments, usually you've got cover designers listed up front in the copyright materials. You're going to want to look at who designed it and then go do your research. You're also going to want to talk to your author friends. Author friends, tell author friends who's a good person to work with and who is not. Go to author groups on Facebook. Now, you're not typing anything in, okay? We're not going to ask questions that have been asked a million times before. Go to the search tab, write in cover designers, write in your genre, and go through the past conversations. There will be lots and lots of information there. Authors love to talk and help each other out and warn each other off and gear people toward people they can or should be working with. There's going to be a ton of information there, so go there. So look at books, author friends, author Facebook's groups. You're going to want to go on social media. Who is creating book covers on social media other than me? I don't know the answer to that, but I do a lot of it, and I know other people are going to be doing that as well. So go on TikTok, go on YouTube, look, do your research. If you're typing things in, you're probably going to find me. I'm there, but go look for other people too. See what you want, see what's a good fit for you. Do your research. See as they're doing things. I don't know if there's anybody else that does this, but I frequently do book cover design live streams where I help or where I'm building book covers live on air and you get to help me make decisions on the fake titles and like how I'm designing things and the colors and the themes and the genres and the trends while I'm live on air. I don't think anybody else does that, but it's a really good opportunity if you can find somebody doing that to have conversations, to learn and to educate yourself. And it's a good thing to watch my replays as well, because I educate you on how this works. That helps you to have a more informed conversation with your cover designer. So I literally show you the tools and the technology and the different things that I'm using so that you can have discussions with the person you hire. It makes it a lot easier, a lot better, and holds them more accountable as they're creating your book covers. And then you can also go to places like Reedsy.com. Reedsy is like a Fiverr, but for the publishing space. And so you can go and find like book editors and formatters and cover designers. But like I keep saying, anybody can list themselves on here. So you have to do your research. You have to make sure that it is going to be a valuable fit for you, because anybody can hold up a shingle and be like, I got you, and they don't got you. So you want to make sure you're doing your due diligence with this. Covers are going to cost money, and you can have those custom covers or you can have pre-made covers. Pre-made covers are actually going to protect you a little bit more to get what you want, because a pre-made cover is already made. It's made and listed on the website, so you get what is there. You buy that cover, they change the title and the author name, and boop, it's done. Sometimes you can pay for some revisions. So like if you've got a model in a pretty dress, but it needs to be a different color, you can pay them to change that color. Or you can pay them to change like little bits of it, but have it as a whole pretty much the same. So those pre-made covers are going to cost less than a custom cover. Custom covers require them to go buy licenses to the different aspects that they're going to be using on it. Assets was the word I was looking for there. They're going to have to buy licenses for all of those things. A pre-made cover is already done, ready to go. Everything has been covered. They literally just change a couple things and hand it to you. So pre-made costs less. You don't really get revisions on that. A custom cover, it requires more for them to do it, so they get paid more to do that. And there's a lot of pieces that go in it. So it really depends on what you're looking for, what's going to work best for you. If you find a pre-made cover that you really love, then you're good. You've got something that works well for you. But if you are going to be going with a custom cover, you get more say in what it's going to look like. You get to be a little more specific to your novel. There's lots of options, lots of ways that you can do this. If you've got questions, please go ahead and drop those down below. And if you have questions about specific people you're considering working with, come to me privately. I will look at them and I will tell you if this is going to be good for you or not good for you. I'm not going to badmouth anybody. I'm not going to be mean about it, but I will tell you if that person is qualified to create something that will help you sell books or if it will cost you. I am not going to hold back on that because I want you to be able to sell your books and be profitable. That's what we do here. Every single day I'm breaking down new episodes, teaching you how to be profitable in the publishing space, from your writing to your publishing to your marketing, so that you are spending less time on your content creation, so that you are less stressed and less overwhelmed and living your best author life because you're more profitable with the decisions that you are making. So I will more than be happy to help you find a book cover designer. I will never, ever, ever think that it needs to be me. In fact, I don't do very much. I'm very selective about the projects I take on. So I'm not going to sit here and pitch myself to you. That's simply not what I do. I will help some people, and I do have pre-mades. You're more than welcome to grab the pre-mades. I take very select custom covers at this point. So there's like a 5% chance you can work with me anyway. So come to me, ask your questions. I will help get you pointed in the right direction, find people that are going to work the best for you, for what you're doing in your genre, in your tropes, in your trends, all those things here and now to sell your book covers. Bonus points. Cover trends change. And so it's never a bad idea to update your cover every couple of years. Drop those questions down below. We'll see you in the upcoming episodes.